Hello everyone and welcome to the second project of 100 projects, and today's application is generate number app. For example, when I click on the button, it generates different kind of number. It generates a number between 100 and 0. So what does it do? You might think, you might say to yourself, hey, why do I need this project? What will I do with that? You will need to know this logic because this logic will help you. This logic will be useful for you in the future projects of more complex applications. But right now you need to learn logic of this application. So let's get started. I have got all the files ready. I have prepared all the files, and right now I'll start coding. First of all, we will need container, and after container we will need display like this, and then class with the span with the class of number. Let's put 0 here. And what else? Let's separate this, and we will need buttons. btn we will need button generate number like this, and let's add the class of generate. We have got ready, our structure is ready, and right now let's add some CSS. First of all, we have got margin 0, padding 0, and box sizing border box like this. Let us look what we have. We have something like that. Here it is. So let's continue building our project. We have got body display, flex, align items center, and justify content will be center. So as you see, like this, we aligned everything center, and we justified content in the center. Align items in the x-axis and justify content in the y-axis. Okay, doesn't matter. So x-axis and y-axis. So why it is not centered here? Because we haven't added the height property. We need to add height property of 100 viewport height. Here it is. Everything is added, and let's add some background here of 555. I think that 555 is okay. So what else do we need here? Let's style our container. Let's add height of 200 pixels and the width of 300 pixels, and the background color, background of white. Let's look what we have here. We have something like this. So let's add some padding, 30 pixels top and bottom, and 25 pixels left and right, something like this. Top and bottom 30 pixels, 25, and left and right. So what else do you want here? What else? Let us look. We also want here align item centers, display, flex, align items center. As you see right now, in the y in the we align it on item center, but we want it here. For this we need to add justify content center. Here it is. And in order to store in order to position everything from top to bottom, we need to add flex direction column, like this one. So what else do we have here? We have here display. Let's start display. Let's add padding of 20 pixels. What do you want to do? Here it is. We want to start display, and we will add width of 100 pixels. Let us look here. Width 100%, sorry. Here it is. And we'll say text align center. So let's increase font size of 38 pixels. Here it is. And right now we will style our button. Let's get rid of border. We will say none. Let's get rid of outline. We will say none as well. Background, I have already picked the color 0384 AF. Here is the background, and let's add some padding in order to increase 10 pixels from the top and bottom and 15 pixels from the left and right. Here it is. Let's add cursor pointer and border radius 5 pixels. Here it is, it's ready, and right now we will move on. We will move on to JavaScript. So in order to get a number, I want to show you something. Cons random number, I'll say, and then mass dot random, like this. Copy this. Here it is. Let's look what we have here in the console. As you see, every time when I refresh the page, I get different numbers. So this method or mass.random, it gets a different numbers for me. It gets for me different number, but I want to get complete numbers. How do I do this? For this one, I will need to add mass.floor. Now, let's do this. Mass.floor. No. And then inside of this method, I will call mass.random. So mass.floor will get a the whole number for me. I want to get number between 100 and 0, and I want to get number between 0 and 10 for now. For now, I want to get between 0 and 10. Like this. You see? Mass.floor. It gets me the complete number. However, I want the number between 0 and 10. However, but I will never get 10 right now. Why? In order to get 10, I will need to add +1. That's when I might get 10 randomly. Let's wait for 10. Here it is. I missed it. I skipped it. You saw 10, I guess, right? We don't need to waste our time. So this is how it works, but we need to display it. Let's get our number. Const number is equal to document dot query selector, and I'll get the number, and const btn, I will get right now btn equals to document dot query selector. We need only one query selector because we have one btn. And what did we write? Generate, right? Let me copy this guy and I'll paste it right here. So what should we do next? We need to call a function. Const get random number function. It's ES6 function. Let's copy this guy and we will paste it right here, right like this. We will no longer need this. We no longer need this, that guy, I mean console. What else? Number dot inner HTML. You wanna get what? Right now we wanna get this number, this one, this number we wanna get. We are targeting this number dot inner HTML is equal to which? Random number is equal to this one. Let us check if our project works or not. No, it's not working. You know why? Because we didn't target. We haven't targeted the button yet. For this one we need button. Whenever we click on the button, you want something to happen. What do you want to happen? We want to generate a new a random number, right? Let's edit. We did it in the previous lesson. Of course we need here add event listener. What kind of listener? What kind of event? Click event, right? Arrow function, and here what do we do here? So think about it. Whenever we click on the button, we want this function to generate. For this one, try it on yourself. Pause the video and try it on yourself. Try it on yourself. It's very easy. Pause the video. I'll do it like this. And right now we are getting the random number. However, I want numbers between 100 and 0, like this one. Here it is. So it might seem very easy for you. It is very easy, but in the future projects you will need to understand the logic of this project, you know. For example, when you will be working with different IDEs in big projects like with React.js and other stuffs, you know. And for this, right now we might add something a little bit extra, like, you know, like when you might create here another button, and when you click on the button, it resets the number, it makes it 0. You know, you may create it, add something on your own, you might create here another button. For example, when you generate, you get different numbers. When you press another button like refresh or reset, it gets back to what? To 0. Try it on your own, do something new, add something new to your project. Do not just copy, and have a good one.